And this one is a dice rolling combat game where each player is going to be creating a team of 3 different characters, each with their own unique roles. Each character also has their own unique ability that you'll be able to use at different points in the game, but anytime that you do this, it will go into a cooldown that will last a certain amount of rounds. But on a turn, you can take 2 different actions, and the main actions in this game are either to move or to attack. You do have a few different options of the movement. You can either just move to an adjacent planet or move to a planet that you currently have under your control, or you can pay XP in order to move to any of the planets. But if you want to attack, you're going to be choosing a player that's on the same planet as you, and then both players are going to be rolling their dice, and you each do have 1 reroll if you want to use it. And then you can also play any cards that you have in order to modify your results or take additional bonus actions. Both players can take damage here, and it is resolved simultaneously, and you're going to be comparing the swords and shields on opposing sides in order to deal the damage to each player according to the difference there. But there are some reasons that you would rather be the attacker than the defender, and the first one is that the defender is more limited in the cards that they're able to use in a battle, and the defender does also have to play their cards first, which means that as the attacker you do have the advantage of seeing what your opponent does before you decide which cards you want to invest into the battle. Once you've completed your 2 actions and resolved any battles, you're then going to be checking each of the planets to see whether you have either conquered it or overthrown it. And you're able to conquer planets if you're the only one on that planet at this point, or you can conquer planets if it is currently in control by an opponent player. But in either of these cases, in order for them to actually happen, you do have to meet the criteria outlined on that planet, and each planet is going to have its own unique criteria that you're going to have to meet. Controlling planets is really nice because each one does come with a passive ability that you'll be able to take advantage of as long as you're in control of it. And then, like I said before, you can move freely to any planets that you currently control when you do take a movement action. The other reason that you want planets is because they are worth victory points at the end of the game, but you can also gain victory points from defeating your enemies or meeting different criteria along the way. The first player that reaches 20 points triggers the end of the game, but then there are some additional end game scoring that can occur, and then the player with the most points at that point in the game wins the game. And if this one sounds interesting to you, you can go ahead and check it out, and I'll have it linked down below.